Underdog, BB. Hey, man. Everybody know sometimes you gotta put yourself around good people to have good outcomes. So today, I have no other than Devin Brown. Now, Coach Brown, I know everybody says, oh, this is Devin Brown's the Spurs guy. Can you just, for my audience, what do you like to be known as? Do you like to be known as the Spurs guy, or what is it?
No, not just the Spurs guy. There's a lot that happened before that. I'm a West Campus guy. I'm a UTSA guy, most of all.
Okay.
I'm proud to be from, the city of San Antonio.
All right.
And everything that I've done in my career, both on and off the court.
Okay. All right. That's fair because I think a lot of times when people mention you, they make it seem like you did your whole career, like from when you was youth coming up with the Spurs, you know. But we really got a chance to do something that I think was very special. We got to go down to Corpus Christi, beautiful area, and got to see their campus, Texas A&M Corpus Christi, which is D1 Southland Conference. What was your take when you got on the campus? Was that your first
Coach
time?
Lux, yeah, it actually was.
Oh, okay.
Coach Lux did a great job in welcoming us right to the game, and we got to see some fun things for the kids that are down there.
Yes,
I think it's a heck of a school. I think it's a heck of a program, a heck of an opportunity.
right.
For kids of San Antonio and Corpus and wherever they come from to go down there and play some high level basketball.
Yes,
because the game that we saw that night, they got after it.
They did. They did.
They do a great job down there, and a huge shout out to the coaching staff down there. So it was something that I needed to see, and I was very impressed with it.
Well, like for me, the way I took in everything was I was walking and I was looking around like, okay, no, this isn't like a Duke or a Kansas or whatever. But some of the things that stuck out to me is the thing that D1 players have to go through, on a daily basis. The campus, first of all, the view is just amazing, guys. Look, it's not a football campus, so you're not going to have that atmosphere. But to me, that's almost a little better for a basketball guy to go somewhere that the focus isn't strictly on the football program. When you went to UTSA, it wasn't known for football, right? At that time,
They didn't have football.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so there you go. So that was a little different to go somewhere no football. That money can be kind of pushed into the basketball program a little more, hopefully, or.
We're not going to get into where the money goes because who knows, right?
All right.
The guys making the decision knows that they know where it goes.
Yeah. But I see on your thing you got property of pro skills. Are we trying to? This why we doing these college tours? Is that?
That's why we're doing a lot of stuff. We're coming off of a really big summer.
Okay.
Last year with our program, and one of the things that I feel like we're lacking in is we have some coaches that are doing some scouting and recruiting, but I think our main guys need to be out there and be more involved in what it is that we're doing, and not just waiting for training camp and just going with what we have. So we're actually getting around town and talking with different people,
right,
and let them know that we're here. And the greatest thing about it is that, the people that we're talking to, they know that we're up and coming program. They know what it is that we're doing. So there's a lot of respect there. So we have to, we have to make sure that our relationships get stronger, with the people that are already behind us, and some of the people that aren't familiar with us, we just get them to know us a little bit more.
Right. Now, I want to share a story, but I'm not going to share a story. We all know what happened when we got down to Corpus Christi, right? We're not going to really share it, but I just want to let y'all know, and I'm going to be so serious when I say this. If you see me with this man, I get it. I get it. Don't push me to the side like I'm small fry, though. Don't.
The handshake.
Yeah.
I told you before I had nothing, had nothing to do with that, but it was funny.
No, that was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Look, I get it. I'm little old me. I ain't played nothing, at that magnitude. But I will say this. To see how people react when you come around, if you ever pay attention, I'm always here with you and Tally. The reason why I'm taking it in, I'm taking in how people approach the whole situation. And we got down there and I'm like, wait a minute, they know him down in Corpus Christi too? Oh, Jesus, can we go one place where don't nobody know this man? But it's gotta feel good to be able to connect with people that you met. What did you say, back when you were being recruited,
2 years
right?
ago, yeah.
So that was a good thing because also that's a relationship. I wish that I hope, I don't want to say wish, I hope that the boys of Pro Skills can all understand kind of like the value that is being brought so that they can have a platform, because you look at Texas A&M Corpus Christi, which is a pretty good engineering school, which I had no clue. I'm just going to be honest. We have kids that probably want to be part of a STEM program, and so now that is a resource that, now look, I don't want nobody thinking because they play in the Southland that's easy D1. Because we seen that, right? It wasn't easy.
No.
Not at all. I think, guys have to understand if you want to truly play D1, it comes with a lot of work. Now, look, if you the kid at home, and Coach Brown, tell me if I'm wrong with this one, but if you the kid at home and you don't want to work hard, you just want to play video games and then
hope something happens,
then probably not D1, right?
I'm going to address a couple of things that you said there. I'm going to do it in a quick fashion.
All right, go and do that.
There's a lot here. The kids, and you don't want kids not thinking that they're not good enough to play at Kansas and Duke and Carolina and things like that. But
everybody can.
No, not everybody can. Not everybody can. The environment that we're in with San Antonio battling Dallas and Houston and the surrounding areas, things like that. Even getting to a high-level mid-major is an accomplishment.
Yes.
So when you talk about A&M Corpus Christi and the Southland Conference, I came from there, and things worked out for me. And I'm one of many players that played in conferences like that. The biggest thing is kids and parents need to focus on a day-to-day basis, and that kid getting better, and that kid being the best player on his team and doing things to help his team out.
There you go.
When you start looking in the future or looking too far ahead, you're going to miss the little things that are important to you. Corpus Christi is a great school. Incarnate Word is a great school. UTSA. I can go on and on about the schools that are in our area that do a great job and have great coaching staffs and guys that have, played the game of basketball and been around the game of basketball 20, 30 years, whatever your number is. And so they know, I don't want to, we can't, I don't want to feel like we can overlook, any of the schools. I feel like a lot of kids do that, not just in San Antonio, but just in basketball in general.
Everywhere.
Yeah, they overlook certain schools and they target, certain things. And, well, I want to go there. Well, I mean, have you done your research on the style of play that they play?
Yeah.
The height, we do it height here in San Antonio.
Yeah.
As opposed to Dallas and Houston are a lot different.
Yes.
But, there's a lot of things that go into it. Mm-hmm. And, we can email coaches and we can let them know who we are. But they want to see what you do live.
Yes.
Against other good players.
There you go.
All right. And so that's where we're behind in San Antonio, or we don't get the credit we deserve, because when you think on a national scale, recruiting, San Antonio is not the first thing that comes to mind. No, they say Dallas, they say Houston, and
Austin.
Right.
Yeah.
You're putting Austin ahead of San Antonio?
Man,
that's new to me.
I mean, you know why I'm going to do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you why. So, I was told, and this is what I was told, not because I came up with it, but when these coaches come out on these recruitment trips, they like to let their hair down too. Have a little fun. Now, some people say this. I did not say this, essays, okay? I swear I did not say this, because I found it hard to believe. Okay. They say they can have more fun in Austin than they can in San Antonio. Now, I don't know who feels that, but that's what I was told. I'm not saying it's true. Some people say it's more talent in Austin than San Antonio. I don't believe that's true. Mm-hmm. But that's just me. I don't believe it's true. But, maybe it's because, they got the two schools, Westlake and Lake Travis down there. Okay, but I feel like we just have more talent here, But is it true? I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But I think going to kind of piggyback off what you're saying as far as like kids and parents, we've seen some of our kids' wish lists for colleges, right? Mm-hmm. How many times have we picked up papers and gone, what?
No, that might be the inner Devin that has that reaction.
Right, but you never let
But the face. No, I'm willing to talk to any kid.
Yeah.
About anywhere they want to go.
But okay, so let's say you have Lil Johnny, right? Lil Johnny is D3. Like you've been doing this a while. Hey man, I know Lil Johnny's D3, but Lil Johnny's coming to you and he's like, Coach, I want to play at Duke. How do you approach that though? And do you approach it? Because at some time,
we've been a program 4 years. I haven't had a kid approach me about going to Duke. Okay. How tall? How big are you? Are you 5'11" telling me this?
Oh man, nah, he 5'6".
5'6". You play at Duke?
But he want to go Duke.
You have a 67-inch vertical?
I'm just saying he want to go to Duke, Coach.
Are you Coach K's grandchild? One of them?
Nah, I'm just saying he want to go to Duke.
No, 5'6"?
Coach, I need you to make that call. What?
I'm gonna make the call, all right.
Hey, look.
Is there a Duke in West Texas?
I mean, it's Duke mayonnaise, but I'm just saying.
No, I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna. On a serious note, if a kid wants to go to Duke, we'll reach out, but you better play well during the summer. That's all. Is that too much of a coach for me to ask? Like, if you want to go to Duke, then you better have a big summer. So I'm going to do my part. You're going to do your part.
You going to pick up the phone and call Duke for the 5'6" guy?
Yeah, for a 5'6" guy, 6'10" guy, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll call him.
Hey, man.
I didn't say they were going to answer. I just said I'd call him.
You're going to have every 5'6" kid calling to play for pro skills
The more kids we can have in pro skills, I'm happy with.
Hey. Now, I'm going to say this about
I'm not going to use it as a recruiting tool. Now, I'm not going to be unrealistic.
No,
but if the kid asks me to call Duke, I'm going to call Duke.
He means
Duke's plumbing, right?
But
no, I'm just kidding. Duke. When we call Duke, I'll call Duke.
I mean, we can call them, administration.
Hey,
We can call
he called
academics, over at the science building.
But there's a famous coach. He go at a big college. He said he will not recruit anybody under 6'2".
There you go.
And
that's true. I mean, if you go research,
it's true. But that's the thing. Like these kids. I mean, well, I'm not gonna harp on anything that I've done. It's all out there.
Yeah.
But man, you can go to a school and be just as successful.
Yes. You
don't have to go to this, because think about all the players that went to schools like that played with a guy or two that went to the NBA off their roster.
Yeah.
And then they didn't. So
and they went to the same school.
To me, they went to the same school. How does that look?
Yeah, right.
So you were good, but you're not that.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the competitor in me. If I'm gonna go and be the fourth or fifth, 5-star player at a school, and I'm playing behind a guy that is going to the league, why would I not go somewhere and start? And then we maybe run into them in the tournament, and then now, because my recruiting was down because of this gentleman here, now he can't go anywhere, right? Uh-huh. We're in the gym. I'm here to get you. We got cameras here. Yeah. He can't run from me.
No. See, and that, being able to say things like that, I always tell kids, be willing to want all the smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Don't run away from it. Over the summer, I was able to see, some real good basketball, and being able to see kids who were being recruited, I said, okay, what separates this kid from, say, this kid, right? And sometimes it was opportunity, right? Mm-hmm. The platform that you play on, because all these AAU programs are not equal.
Right.
I always tell people this. All these tournaments are not equal.
No.
Like, you got to be able to play on the right platform, play in the right tournaments, right? Mm-hmm. And be coachable, number one.
Well, you definitely have to be coachable.
You got to be coachable.
Yeah.
And, I get it. It's AAU ball. Everybody's out there. They're trying to, shine light on them. Mm-hmm. But I do like seeing the teams that play as a team.
Oh, yeah.
I do. I don't like going in the gym watching AAU ball and just seeing 5 individual type players,
Yeah, no, so my strategy with that, love that. Now with pro skills, not if I'm on the sideline. We're not highlighting, 1 or 2 players. One of my staples, I want 11, I want 12 guys in double figures. I want us moving the basketball. I don't really care too much about wins and losses. Mm-hmm. That's a lie. Mm-hmm. I care about wins and losses. Yeah. But my whole thing is to get my kids on my teams ready for college. So when college teams come into the gym, they want to know how you handle down screens, how you're handling the shooter. Is your motor there? You gotta have a high motor. There's so many talented guys around. They just don't play hard.
Yeah.
And it's really one of those deals where with my guys, if I feel like we're playing a team, yes, if they have more talent than us, then guess what? We're going to go out there and try and outwork you.
There you go.
So, going back to how I approach things is these colleges, they can care less if during the summer you're averaging 25. If you're on their radar and they're there just to see what type of shape you're in.
Yes.
And you already signed your letter.
Yes.
Then you can go out there and not get hurt and play that way. If you're not.
I was just going to say that. I know this is going to go over a lot of people's head. He said if you signed.
Yeah, if you're signed, yeah.
You can play that way. But if you're not signed, what we need them to do?
If you're not signed, I suggest you play hard. I suggest you not talk back to your coach. I suggest you not do anything that can put you in jeopardy of not, helping your recruiting.
Losing a potential scholarship.
Well, you don't have one yet. So if you don't have one,
Yeah.
you're putting yourself in further jeopardy.
Now I want to close out on something. Mm-hmm. I was talking to a young man, and we were talking about some offers.
Okay.
And he said, "Yeah, I got a few JUCO offers," and he said it like that. And I took kind of offense to it because I was like,
I'm taking offense to it now.
I was like, wait a minute. You have nothing. And here we are. This is a senior. Mm-hmm. And we are in January. Mm-hmm. Okay? And you say to me that you got a few JUCO offers, but it was like, yeah, I think I'm going to hold out.
I don't need you to go any further with it. I understand your frustration. Let's just say this. If it's a JUCO here in Region 4, you better be ready. Because if you have that type of attitude, and that goes with anybody, and the wrong people find out about it, there's going to be some cats waiting on you in practice. Yes. And let me tell you something, JUCO basketball, it's some of the best basketball that you can find in Texas.
Especially in Region 4.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm a big advocate for JUCO ball. I think, especially with the portal game going on right now, hey, I'm just going to say it. If I was going through high school right now as a senior, man, look, I think I'm going to take my chances.
Take another year or two to develop my body and further my skills.
Exactly. You know? And, I've always shared with my audience this. If there's a JUCO and they're in that NJCAA, they offer full ride at the Division I level. They can offer up to tuition and fees. I don't think room and board is for D2, and D3 doesn't offer.
Right.
But free college? Mm-hmm. How do you turn? Man, look, I ain't turning nothing down.
It's a chance to play basketball. That's what you want to do, right? You want to play basketball?
Exactly.
And that's what's out there for you?
Hey.
And there's nothing else on the table?
I mean, we could look at the NBA roster. There's that guy Jimmy
hundreds.
Butler. Exactly.
Hundreds.
I like Jimmy Butler. So, Jimmy Butler, Trinity Valley, right here in Texas. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know.
I think they're known a lot for their cheerleading, but we won't get into that. Well, Cheers season 3 coming soon.
Hey, man.
Oh, did I just plug that in? My bad.
Man, maybe that's why Jimmy went there. I don't know. I guess. Now, look, I personally am grateful to have this young man on the show, because you've given me the opportunity to hang, get to know you. You've gotten to know me. He has learned real quick that Kerm has no filter. Mm-hmm. And anything might come out my mouth. But again, I think what you're doing with the Pro Skills family is big, because a lot of programs don't have that, what you're bringing in. And I know you and Tally and even Rizzo, you guys are trying to not only take it from where it's at, but take it even bigger.
Right.
And I see it coming.
Right.
Like I really do. I see it coming. So I'm personally going to put it out there. Coach Brown did not say this. I'm going to say this. If you're looking for a program, not for just basketball, you're looking for a program that is going to build up your student athlete so that when basketball is over, they'll have all the tools to make it in life, then hey, I'm going to have to say you should reach out to Pro Skills San Antonio, Texas. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've seen personally some guys that's in the program, more so the 2026 guys, where they were as young men in the spring and summer to where they are today, and leaps and bounds.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
I just want to say you guys are doing an awesome job. And again, we're going to put up on this segment the information to get in touch with Pro Skills. These guys are doing it big time, and no knocking nobody else out there, but y'all making it real hard in the city.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for having me.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. Hey, in a minute.